No lies, this chicken recipe is one of the most straightforward and easiest ones, especially when I'm feeling a bit lazy and tired, and I just want to finish everything quickly in about half an hour. Not only it's simple, but it also results in a seriously tasty sauce. So consider this as a go-to for rushed homemakers, newlyweds, expats, or simply anyone seeking a quick chicken recipe. We will be making a chicken with special sauce in a very easy fashion. First of all, I am using chicken legs, but you can use whole chicken, chicken breasts, whatever you prefer. In a pan over heat, I add a spoonful of clarified butter. We start by adding flavor to our recipe with this cooking fat. Choose your favorite type. If you prefer butter, use it. If you prefer oil, use it. No problem at all. As the butter heats and begins to bubble, I place the chicken in the pan, skin side down first. Then I sprinkle a sizable spoonful of salt, a small spoonful of black pepper, wait until it browns, and then flip the chicken. The aim here is just to color and slightly cook the surface of the chicken. I flip it over and do the same to the other side. Once it's browned and seared all over, I take the chicken out of the pan and let it rest. In the hot pan, with its residual fat still steaming, I throw in a mixture of colorful bell peppers. For these 6 chicken legs, I've used 1 green bell pepper, 1 red bell pepper, and 1 yellow bell pepper. If you don't have colorful bell peppers, you can use a regular green bell pepper instead. I let the peppers fry thoroughly, then I add a large spoonful of minced garlic, which equals about 4 large minced garlic cloves. Give them a stir, let the aroma of the garlic surface, and then we start adding our spices. I added salt again, but we need to keep in mind that we've already added salt before. Half a small spoon of black pepper, 1 large spoon but not completely full of garlic powder, 1 full small spoon of ginger, 1 full small spoon of paprika. Then we stir so the spices release their scents. To dilute the sauce, we add water. I pour about half a liter. The final spice I add to the water is turmeric, just half a small spoon. It gives a light color and flavor. I stir, and as soon as it starts boiling, I add back the chicken that we've previously lightly fried. Whether they were whole chickens, legs, or breasts, it all works the same. I added all of that in, as well as the juices that have leaked out. Then I cover the pan on medium heat and let it simmer until the chicken is almost fully done, about 80% done to be exact. If you would prefer watching over it and stirring it every while and then letting it simmer, reduce and cook on the stove before serving it, there's no problem with that. It will already be browned, have taken color, and have been seared. If you'd like to take it one step further, you could put it in the oven too. It's totally fine. Speaking for myself, I do put it in the oven. But everything could have been done over the stove, and you could even use the oven tray on the stove to cook the chicken, and proceed with the steps in it, and then put the tray in the oven so that there's no need to transfer from one utensil to another, which might bother some. I am the one who's going to do the dishes, people, seriously. But I just didn't have a round non-stick tray to use for all the steps to use on the heat and then in the oven. But you may have it. So there should be no problem. I've put it in a rectangular tray and turned on the oven on the highest temperature. It only needs to dry up a bit on top and take a light color. You could even broil it, if you'd like more of a grilling effect, of course. This recipe accompanies white rice perfectly. I've paired it with cardamom and mastic rice. By the way, I've cooked this with you in the stuffed potatoes with ground meat recipe, or in the recipe from the old casserole kebab video. You can still find those videos on the channel. It's an easy and tasty rice recipe, or you can make regular white rice. No need for cardamom or anything. The sauce in this recipe is truly in a league of its own. You should know by now how much I adore my sauces. When it comes to me, I prefer to have my rice or pasta with sauces. I don't invest much in breads. Look, the chicken is fully done, and of course crisped up on top. I don't need to tell you how it looks, smells, or even tastes. Although it's easy and you could finish it in about half an hour, this chicken has an amazing flavor. It's a fresh, different, and non-traditional way of cooking chicken in a casserole. That's it. I hope you liked the video, and don't forget to try out the recipe and let me know what you think. Post your attempts on my Facebook group, and I'll see you next time in a new video, God willing.